called a homeschooler. Never did homework, I was gone home.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. And off we go from Denver. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Murray now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A nice little juke. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Texans want to call another timeout. And that's their second charged timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
From the 17, Murray. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, nice move. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man. In terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray off play action. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Second and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you...
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 6. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a handoff as they run left side.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 39.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw here. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He's going to take another shot here. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
the call here. They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Texans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
3rd and goal. Try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Texans scoop it. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just giving him a jersey.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Going to give this time to the tailback. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he will have a Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
goes up front, and in comes the flag. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now here's a carry heading left. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw.
To the sideline, Hamler with a catch.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off, Byron Jones.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment and stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but